sanitizer, lysol spray.
Move, bitch, you got
For all you guys.
coronavirus. Ooh, shit, you
There's
got
the coronavirus out there.
We ain't finna do shit with this coronavirus.
Not anymore.
I ain't finna take a
Lysol wipes. Gotta have the screen down. What's going on? Welcome to Drink and Grow Rich, where I have everything I need quarantined over in my office, all my supplies, staying safe during this war. You guys need some hand sanitizer?
bitch, you got coronavirus.
I got it all.
Ooh, shit, you got coronavirus. We ain't finna do shit with
This
this
week I'm drinking
coronavirus. I ain't finna take a trip with this.
Fat Tire beer. Staying safe, dude. This is crazy. This coronavirus thing. I feel very fortunate that our company is operating and running. We kind of naturally have a good defense to this. I mean, say the internet went down and there's a different type of crisis, then the retail businesses will be laughing at the internet companies. So it's just lucky that this virus happens to be hurting the retail companies and storefronts and restaurants. In our online company, that happens to be small enough where everyone has their own station at our office, feel very lucky.
Move, bitch, you got coronavirus.
A lot of people are at home shopping online.
You got coronavirus.
So,
We ain't
at
finna
this
do
very
shit
moment,
with this coronavirus. I ain't
things are going well in my world of online sales, but I know it's tough for a lot of people out there, like being stuck at home and small businesses. Like I can't imagine if I had, which literally could happen in 5, 6, 7 days. Who knows? But if I had to send all my employees home and couldn't get things out the door, like it's tough situations across the world.
Move, bitch, you got coronavirus.
Bags and bags, what's up? Hi.
You got coronavirus.
What would you do if you were president for small businesses? I mean, shit, like it seems like currently they are trying to give small businesses loans to cover their payroll. And I don't know. I actually need to do some research, but I don't know if they're loans or if they're just giving money. But that seems like a good way to do it, because if you give people money, then they can cover their payrolls, which means the people that get paid from the payroll have work. Who's responsible for supporting small biz in times like this? Well, I when the coronavirus first started, I thought this is nothing. This will be fine. I think like Trump kind of thought the same thing. Like, we'll just outthink it. It's fine, but it's very serious now, and I'm recognizing that. I'm acknowledging it, and it is a war. That's the way that I've started to frame it. That makes it fun. It makes it fun to frame it as a war. It's humans versus a virus. It's not countries versus countries. It's humans versus a virus. So, who's responsible for small business owners? Everyone. Everyone is a soldier, and everyone is in their own situations, and they have to deal with the best way possible. But everyone's a soldier. So if you're a business owner and you're in a great situation, then you don't take any money from the government. If you're a business owner and you're in a shitty situation, take that money from the government. Right now, I'm very fortunate. My business is operating. People are at home shopping online, and I'm fortunate. It could change any day. I don't know. But I'm currently not like looking for money from the government. I'm going to try to be a soldier in my own way, keep operating my business, keep my 15 employees paid with something to do, and I'm very fortunate right now. Businesses will come back stronger and smarter. I agree with that for sure. The economy's great. It's just that there's this virus, and it's a war. We're in a war. If you frame it like that, it makes it more fun, and it makes you like kind of think about it differently. This is a war. And dude, I am so surprised. By the way, for all you people who just came in,
bitch, you got coronavirus. Ooh, shit, you got coronavirus. We ain't finna do shit with this coronavirus. I ain't finna take a trip with this coronavirus.
I sprayed a lot of Lysol over here. I might get sick. But yeah, what do I think about Trump? I like Trump. I think he is a good president. And I don't think when this first started that he handled it well, but I think he's handling it well now. Because he kind of was thinking about it like, kind of like I was like, and a lot of people were just like, we can't sit around and worry about this virus that's across the world. What are we going to do? Shut down the economy? No. Like, he didn't call it a hoax, but he was like using that terminology and like was saying it's no big deal, 0 deaths. But now he's calling himself a wartime president, which is meaning that this is a war. So missed on the camera. But yeah, dude, we're in a war, and it's kind of, and if you frame it that way, it makes it a little more fun. It makes it a little more interesting that we are in a war versus a virus, and it's crazy, man. And it really is. I mean, obviously nothing in my lifetime has been like this, but I heard about in 1918, there was the Spanish flu. Does anyone know about the Spanish flu? I am curious to learn more about it, but I know that 1918 was World War I, and that must have been a tough time because the actual World War and also something similar to this must have been pretty tough. What do you say to Americans who are scared? I mean, don't be scared, because what do you tell a soldier who goes to war? What do you tell a soldier on the front line who's scared? You say, don't be scared, just fight. Fight in this moment. Fight in this moment. And that's what you have to do right now. You have to fight, and you don't have time to be scared. Now, fear, it could be natural, especially honestly for people. Say if you're a waitress or someone tried to FaceTime me during this. What the heck? But yeah, a positive mind is a big, big part of mental health, because if your stress levels, not even mental health, physical health, if your stress levels rise, you're more prone to get sick. So being scared is not a good way to be. Easier said than done. But if you're scared, just stay at home. Be safe. Go through the steps. Go through this. It's going to be short lived. It's going to be a period of time, whether it be 3 months, 4 months, whether it be 1 month. I mean, I would say to people who are scared, don't be scared. Be strong. Everyone in the entire world is fighting with you as a soldier in this battle. And guess what? Guess how many humans there are? 8 billion humans. You know what that means? Humans win. Humans win. So there was the Black Plague that took out, the Black Plague was way worse than this. That was in the 1500s, 1600s in Europe. That was terrible. There was the Black Plague. I needed to learn more about the Spanish flu. I'm going to look into that, but humans always win, and we're going to win this one too. And we're being smart right now. We're self-quarantining. We're being smart. We're not getting in bigger groups than we need to. People are staying home. And if you're young and healthy, then you don't have to worry about yourself, but you still need to be a soldier in this war. Don't go out. Do you think Corona is a hoax? I like the question. I like the question. And now, hoax. Brandon Tatum is this guy. He's this black conservative guy who has a YouTube channel, and I love him. I've always followed him. He put out a video, and he said the coronavirus is a hoax. And I was like, and I watched the video, and it was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. For me, for there to be a hoax, there has to be somebody behind it with a motive, So what would be the person behind this with a motive? He was saying they're trying to take down President Trump. Who? Did the Democrats plot this virus in fucking China? No, it's not a hoax. That's ridiculous to think it's a hoax. And are we maybe possibly being a little over worried? Like, that is definitely a possibility that I'm open to. But my answer right now is no, we're not. We're doing exactly what we need to do. And like, we're being pretty chill, or being reasonable. Like, we're not overreacting. We're reacting properly right now to this thing. And it's, can you trust the media? Can you trust the news? Can you trust that? Okay, my thing has always been, thanks to the internet, which is the most amazing thing in the world, there's so many different opinions of people that you can listen to that there's no chance that all those opinions are synced up. If there's 3 news networks and the news networks all sync up, tell you the same message in the 60s or 70s, maybe that is some type of hoax or something like that. But dude, I had this guy on my podcast, Mike Hart, who is a medical doctor, and I've been following him, and he's talking about the coronavirus. And then there's all the different news stations. There's individual people there's individual doctors. There's the government doctors. There's people on both sides. If you listen to enough people, the consensus rises. And that's where I get my information from, because yes, information can be hoaxed. Information can be tricked in one way or another. But if you listen to enough people over enough period of time, you start to get a consensus. And no, the coronavirus is not a hoax. It seems serious to me, man. It seems serious to me. And doesn't mean we need to freak out, but we need to actively combat it. And we are shutting down our whole economy to fight this thing. Why would the NBA play along with this hoax? They're losing millions of dollars. Why would they do that? It's not a hoax. It's not a hoax. The gym is very important. And I go to the gym every morning, and my gym shut down. But this morning I worked out. Me and Shelby did a 40-minute workout from her gym. They put a live workout on. I hate working out in my living room. I hate it. But I worked out in my living room, and then we did just I did like a half a mile around the block. And yes, working out is very important because, being locked up in your house, you got to work out. I met a woman from Haiti that said Corona was made in Russia to attack China. And even if you don't die, your growth is stunted and you'll be infernal. Dude, I don't know about all that. That's stupid for one country to try to attack another country by creating a virus, because that's kind of the beautiful thing about a virus. A virus doesn't know borders. A virus doesn't know race. A virus doesn't know gender. A virus doesn't give a fuck about that. So why would you create a virus to attack another country? That's really stupid, and that's probably not true. And if you don't die, it'll stunt your growth. I mean, I'm already 5'11" and 3/4, so I'm not too worried about that. Will the NFL be delayed? All right, so as far as delays, my wedding, it was supposed to be April 24th, and 2 Live at Lunches ago, 2 Drink and Grow Riches ago, we thought we were still going to have our wedding on April 24th. The second that I saw that the NFL draft, which is April 24th, or it's the 23rd to the 25th, the second I saw that the NFL draft was, they're still doing it on TV, but all public events are canceled, I knew I wasn't going to be able to have my wedding. And I knew that date was a date that everything's still going till then. So April 24th, by May 1st is the earliest that this can be over. Infertile. Okay, whatever. May 1st is the earliest that this thing can end. April 25th, April 24th is too late. So my wedding was rescheduled for September 25th. And I kind of trusted the people who gave us the dates that are available. So the earliest this can be over is May 1st, I think. The earliest. The very, very earliest.
Bitch, you got coronavirus. Ooh, shit. You got coronavirus. We ain't finna do shit with this coronavirus.
So the NFL season starts what? August, end of August, September 1st. NFL season should be good. But honestly, everyone will be watching chess instead of sports. There's esports and stuff like that. But is that a Friday? Yes, it is a Friday. September 25th, my wedding is a Friday. People here in Africa, that's cool that you're in Africa. And people here in Africa are also saying America created the virus against China to slow down their productivity. Dude, that's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. I'm sorry. That is just some conspiracy bullshit. You don't create a virus to play economic games because, like I just said, viruses don't know borders. That's just fucking stupid. And makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense that one country would create a virus to attack another country. That's the stupidest fucking thing ever, because viruses don't know borders, viruses don't know race, viruses don't know gender. So that's just absolutely stupid. And you need to check your sources, you Africa person hearing all this crazy shit. All right, for all you new people that just came in, I'm gonna ruin my phone now. Oh no, hold up. Oh, I paused it because of my spray joke. But yeah, I got my Lysol, my shit. Have you guys noticed that a lot of people are going live on Instagram? I don't know if it was spring training was canceled. I bet you a lot of players are happy that spring training was canceled. Have you guys noticed that a lot of people have been going live on Instagram more? I don't know if it's because people are stuck at home or Instagram's showing it more, but like I'm on Instagram and I see like this person's going live, this person's going live, this person's going live.
You got coronavirus. Ooh, shit.
I'm gonna put
We ain't finna do shit
this Lysol in as part of my 6-pack. Yo, Lysol spray kills 99% of germs, yo. I heard it actually came from Lotro Loco, you're in Africa. And you said, I heard it actually came from a fish carrying the corona and someone ate the fish and started it there. You hear some crazy ass shit. I don't know if that's true. I heard it was some guy in China who ate like a bat or whatever. It actually made me think of this song that I learned in 2nd grade. My 2nd grade teacher, Mrs. DeMattis, she used to sing us this song. And the song is, it goes, great big globs of greasy, grimy gopher guts, mutilated monkey meat, chopped up little birdie's feet. All this stuff looks very, very good to eat, but I forgot my spoon. We used to sing that in 2nd grade. And that song popped back into my head recently because that seems like how the coronavirus started. Someone was eating like a bat or like crappy food. It's because people are bored. I don't know what that reference is to, Shelby. Oh, you're talking about maybe people with these crazy conspiracies. Should I invest in Zoom and bidets? I don't know what company to invest in if you're going to invest in bidets, but fuck yeah. I can't wait till it's all over and you guys get married. Finally, September 25th.
You got coronavirus. Ooh, shit. You got coronavirus.
September 25th. That's your jam? Great big God. No, I won't sing it again. But, dude, I love that song, and it's so relevant. Mutilated monkey meat and chopped up little birdie's feet. Yes. Yo, my grandpa's birthday, who R.I.P. Joe Lawler, my grandpa, his birthday is September 25th, and that's when I'm getting married now. No more people are doing long drives, doing lives. Yeah. Yeah, people are doing Instagram lives because they're bored. I started before it was cool. No, I'm just kidding.
Bitch, you got coronavirus. Ooh,
but yeah, dude, this is a crazy thing, man, and it's a war. It's a war. And if you think about it like that, it makes it much more fun and entertaining. And I gotta say, Mark Cuban, I fucking love Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban is always been my favorite person. I like Donald Trump. I think he's a good president. Honestly, if Mark Cuban ran against him this time around, I'd go for Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban is my favorite person in the world. I've been following him. Should all musicians be doing Insta Live concerts? I don't know. But I'm just let me finish my Mark Cuban rant. I love this guy so much, and he is talking a lot to like, for me, Mark Cuban's like my idol. You know, he's older, he's smarter than me, he's more successful than me, someone I aspire to be like. And all he's talking about is how employers like me should be handling these situations. And he said something like, employees, your employer is just as worried as you are. Employers, your employees are just as worried as you are. And he's giving money to people in Dallas to support local businesses. And he is paying all his staff who, dude, I mean, he's losing, the NBA is losing a lot of money. You have 41 home games, and people come and they buy nachos, they buy beer, they buy jerseys, they buy tickets, and no one's coming. And they got to have all the people to sweep up and rip the tickets and serve the nachos and the beer. And he's still paying all those people. And that's why I want to be a billionaire, so I can afford to help in times of crisis. And Mark Cuban's like the perfect balance of kind-hearted and cutthroat and smart and understanding the things he can control at the bigger level. And I love Mark Cuban. And he's been given really good advice. He said, don't fire any employees until you look at all your possibilities for what the government's giving you as loans. And right now, I'm not looking for that. As long as I have 15 employees, okay? It's not that many. I'm young. I'm doing well. I have 15 employees. Mark Cuban, I don't know. They probably have a couple hundred employees at the arena. But I am not looking for any government loans right now because my business is still operating. So I don't want to, I'm a soldier in this war. So I don't want to take that money from the government. I want to let the government keep it, give it to other people who need it. If my business shuts down and I can't operate, I'll look into what my options are before firing people. But I'm very lucky right now to have an online business, like I was saying. Would you have a consultant meeting to meet? Would you pay to have a consulting meeting or to meet Mark Cuban? I'd pay to meet Mark Cuban, but not that much. Like, honestly, like I have a feeling I could predict if I asked him a question, I feel like I could predict the answer that he would give to me. So business advice is very much like nutrition advice. Okay, business. You have to work hard, you have to understand your market, you have to have a good product, you have to make profits, you have to understand your revenues and your expenses. Nutrition. You have to eat healthy, you have to not eat before bed, you have to exercise, calorie intake, you have to manage all that. It's just it's kind of boring. It's kind of boring. And I've run into that being like trying to give like business advice and stuff like that. Like it's kind of boring business advice sometimes because it's just so boring and basic, but so is nutritional advice. And I think I have like a business six pack. Like, you can see a six pack on someone. Like, I have a business six pack. I flex that muscle every single day. Brendan just had a hot dog. Brendan Lawler. Yo, you have an interesting business, Brendan Lawler. You have an app. I don't know. I don't really know a lot about that business. My last podcast last week was about the best way to start a business is products, selling products online. And your business is an app. We're going with local restaurants and stuff. Oh, here's my six pack. Oh yeah, by the way, for all the people who just came in.
Move, bitch, you got coronavirus. Ooh, shit, you got coronavirus.
Someone have a drink
we
with me.
ain't finna do shit with this coronavirus. I ain't finna take a trip with this
Chris Banish. Ask me a question, yo. Ah, shit. Ask me a question, yo. If anyone knows anything about the Spanish flu of 1918,
move, bitch, you got coronavirus. Ooh, shit, you got coronavirus. We ain't finna do shit with this coronavirus.
I feel very lucky. I bought a six pack when I won last week. That's good. That's good. You need to buy the six pack. This game gets someone to win. All right, hold up. By the way, the March Madness giveaway on United Monograms is glitching. I follow both you and Shelby, and it won't recognize it. Hannah Thomas, I recognize you, and I recognize your name. And I will look into it after this and make sure you get those points. Don't worry. DM me, honestly. Hannah Thomas, DM me so I remember. Philly had a parade, and hundreds of thousands of people died. Damn. Same here. It won't let me say I follow you guys either. Okay, I'm going to look into that for real. But also, Sean, it infected 500 million people.
Move,
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got coronavirus. Ooh, shit, you got coronavirus. We ain't finna do shit with this coronavirus.
Hope you guys down. 50 million people, yeah, whatever. Oh, you're talking about the Spanish flu. Oh, the Spanish flu. Damn, they had a parade and hundreds of thousands of people died? Holy shit. And 50 million people, damn. That was during World War I, too, where people were dying in trench warfare left and right. Holy shit. Damn. I would like to think that that we're better off. Because think about it. The way that we can... Okay, something that people are getting mad about now is like, people are still out celebrating spring break and doing shit with other people. The Spanish flu, I think it was I know it was around 1918. But the people didn't fucking know. Like, now we have internet. I watched the White House press conferences on fucking YouTube. Like, for free, live. Like, we are so lucky that we can spread information so quickly. Imagine, 1918. Does anyone know who the president was in 1918? I do. It was fucking Woodrow Wilson. Woodrow Wilson was the president in 1918. Imagine if he needed to get out a public service announcement in 1918. The newspaper comes out the next morning. Not everyone reads it. The radio, I don't think, was until the 1940s, 1950s. How do you get out a mass message in 1918? That was a big problem. So we're very lucky that we can spread messages so quickly. we're just so blessed to live in this time. Even with something like this coronavirus, we're so blessed to have, who's the president in 1748? Come on. That's the dumbest fucking question I've ever heard because our country didn't begin until 1776. Chinese workers were recruited by French and British workers to work, and due to the fact that 200,000 Chinese workers moved, started the spread. Talk about the Spanish flu or coronavirus. But yeah, man, we're lucky to live in this time that we live in. And just for our mental health of everyone being stuck inside, everyone's going live on Instagram. We have Netflix. We just are so blessed to live in this time.
You got coronavirus. Ooh, shit.
Let's talk about something else, though, yo. Let's talk about something else. Someone asked me a completely unrelated question to the coronavirus. Oh, I just ripped this off.
Move, bitch. You got coronavirus. Ooh, shit. You got coronavirus. We ain't finna do shit with this coronavirus.
MDG. Yo, I'm gonna give you a free 6-pack if you ask me a good question right now. Anything insightful, anything thought-provoking, anything random, I will literally Venmo you money. Just ask me a question. I'll wave to you. You're the favorite right now. Type in a random question to get me on a different topic. Hannah Thomas, you could be the favorite too. That question's not gonna win. But Fat Tire, what are your top 3 favorite fruits? Apple, orange, strawberry. Are you guys sad about the wedding? Crystal Dawn, I gotta say, you're in the lead right now with that question. The answer to the question is no. I would be sad. I thought about the funny thing is that I'm Groomzilla. I don't get offended, but I have been offended lately that everyone says, oh, how's Shelby doing about the wedding? How's Shelby doing? How's Shelby doing? I'm the Groomzilla. I'm the one that, and I'm also offended that everyone stands up when the bride walks down the aisle. What's the fucking deal with that? I've been waiting for someone to do this, yo. I've been waiting for this.
Bitch, you got coronavirus. Ooh, shit. You got coronavirus.
Yeah! What's up, everybody? Yeah. Hey, what's going on? Yo, what's going on? You guys, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there less than 10 of you there? Wait, is there less than 10?
We got like 9.
9? I'm reporting you guys.
Hey, we're good. We're safe.
Whew. Cheers, yo. Give me a cheers. Cav, yo, Katie. Where's my cousin Katie?
Hey, we have 3 doctors here.
Katie, congratulations. Hey, Mom. Congratulations. Katie, you became a doctor today? Are you gonna cure the coronavirus? 3 doctors there. Congratulations, guys. Kev, how's it going? All right. Peace out. Haha. That was awesome. Hey, yeah, all right. But I was telling someone asked me a question, but oh yeah, am I sad about my wedding? That was the question. From before that. No, it's rescheduled for September 25th. And what can we do? What can we do? Our wedding planner is trying to reschedule all the DJ, the flowers, all that stuff. And we lost our photographer because they were already scheduled for that date. We have to get a new DJ, but it's working out. I mean, we might lose a couple deposits, a couple $1,000 maybe, which is kind of a big deal. And I said we should set it for $925, baby. It's gonna be great. But it's funny because we already pushed back our wedding a year, and our hashtag is at last the Lowrys, and because it's we already pushed it back, and get married in secret, then we'll celebrate later. No, I don't want to do that, dude. But now we had to push it back another 5 months because of this once in a lifetime crazy illness. So it's kind of just funny. But our hashtag is very appropriate now. At last, the Lowrys. Hannah Thomas. All right. Someone gives you 100K. If you can sing the lyrics to a song perfectly, you can pick the song, but you can't pick the band or artist. And they'll pick the song from that band. Which band would you choose? Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, it's hard to pick a rapper, right? Because there's so many lyrics. I would say, like, honestly, like the Beatles. The Beatles, because all their songs are slower, the words are easier to know. I love the question. That might be the winning question, Hannah. I picked the Beatles because their songs are very well known and you don't need to know a lot of lyrics. They're not the band I know the best, but a lot of the music I like the most is rap. And if you pick a random Kanye West song, I'm not going to know most of the words. So I'll go with the Beatles. I like the Beatles. Speaking of the Beatles, my mom chose for our wedding, for the mother-son dance, she chose not Imagine. Is it oh shit, it's a Beatles song. It's hey, if you guys are still watching, what's the song my mom chose? It's like a In My Life by the Beatles. We're at war, baby. We're at war with the virus. We're at war with the virus. Gotta wipe this down again. Beatles are overrated. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care about the Beatles, but wanna know what I like about the Beatles? One thing I like about them is their songs are like real short. I don't know. They're just I like the Beatles, man. I like the Beatles. Hannah Thomas is in the lead right now for the free six-pack. But anyone can win.
Move, bitch, you got coronavirus. Ooh, shit, you got coronavirus.
Get some questions, people.
Shit with this coronavirus. I ain't finna take a trip.
I got 2 more beers to finish. But yeah, like I was like my main message today that I've been just if I have to sit here and say something, I feel very blessed right now because so many small businesses are struggling, and my business is actually doing well right now because we're naturally separated. We have a printer, a person who's printing shirts at one station, and then we have 2 embroidery stations, and they're printing at their own stations. Customer service has their own station. Shipping has their own station. We are naturally socially distanced, and all of our sales are coming from people who are shopping home online. And unless our suppliers shut down, I feel very fortunate right now as a small business owner. As many small business owners are struggling, I feel very fortunate.
Move, bitch, you got coronavirus. Ooh, shit, you got coronavirus. We ain't finna do shit with this coronavirus. I ain't finna take a trip.
It's my favorite time of the week. Drink and Grow Rich. I did put so I said on the last Drink and Grow Rich that I was going to put $5,000 into the stock market. I lied, but I put $4,000 into the stock market. I put $4,000 into the stock market today, and I bought some Facebook, and I'm kind of holding on to the rest, but I'm thinking I'm probably going to buy some Shopify. It's a good time to invest, and I've been thinking about doing it for a little bit. And I put a bunch of money away in my Roth IRA, and I guess if you like make over a certain amount of money, then you can't invest in your Roth IRA. And I made too much last year or so. Hey, Chef Kevin Langdon, I like this guy because his brother went viral and was on my podcast, and Chef Kevin Langdon gave me some good advice. He said that I should take a chill pill once in a while because I put something out there and I said, like, what do you guys think about my podcast and shit? And Chef Kevin Langdon said you should smoke some weed and chill out. Like you come off like a tryhard sometimes. My natural response to that is like, I kind of am a tryhard, but Kevin Langdon, I appreciate that. And right now, Hannah Thomas is in the lead for winning a 6-pack. And if you ask me a good question, I'll Venmo you money for a 6-pack. Yeah, and if anyone has an opinion on my podcast or my personal brand and shit, like, let me know. I don't know. Like, I get, I'm kind of cocky and like I'm kind of like say things that not everyone like agrees with and stuff, and it's kind of like come on strong. I get that, but a lot of people that are like that do really well. So I need more opinions on like my podcasting and personal branding. Just curious what everyone thinks. Like, I am. All right, I appreciate that you still love me and you're listening. But I like you. You're feeling a smart guy. Ask a good question. If you could sleep with anyone in the world, but that person dies right after, who would it be? That's a good question, dude. That's actually a fucking good question. So, like, I'm sleeping with them and they die. Okay, like, we'll put the cheating part aside because I would never cheat on my amazing future wife, Shelby. Maybe like, I don't want to. I was gonna say AOC, but honestly, I fucking like her. I really like her. She's this very smart, persuasive politician, and I like that. Like, I don't agree with her that much, but Casey Anthony. I don't know. I had to pick an answer. Yo, Chef Langdon, I feel like you could ask a really good question and steal the 6-pack away. Hillary Clinton. Here's the thing: I wouldn't want to sleep with her though. Like, she's not attractive, but I feel like you could ask a really smart, good question. Damn it. Bald head Nick. You got a bald head, bro? Yo, do you guys think gel like fucks your hair up? Because I've only been using gel in my hair for like 4 months. And sometimes I'm like, is this fucking my hair up? Because I don't know, it just doesn't seem natural, So I'm lucky to have a nice head of hair, and I know that. And I don't want to mess it up with putting like chemicals in it. So I don't know. Hillary was hot in college. I guess, I don't know. I know my friend David, who's in here, loves powerful women. There's this girl in college. We were like sophomores and freshmen, and she was like a senior. J-Buck. And she was like, ran the sorority, and she was like hot, and he like loved her. But it wasn't that she was hot. It was just like the power element. Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec also loves powerful women, and so does David. J-Buck. Oh man, I thought Chef Langdon was gonna come in with a hot question. Yo, actually, J-Buck, my friend he's in this chat, is David Hecker, and he beatboxes. And he's good, man. He's good. You're probably better, but you guys should follow each other and beatbox. He doesn't be like, it's like a hidden skill that he has. He doesn't do it like you do as like a career or anything, but he's good at it. We used to be a dirty tag team, but he would beatbox, I would freestyle, and we got all the girls to leave the room. Do you feel that this social distancing has a silver lining after all is said and done? Yes, absolutely. All right. I know the answer is yes, but I don't know why it's yes. I just know the answer is yes, but let me think about that. Like, I think that healthy people, here's the people I feel for. All right. And maybe you're in this situation, Chef Langdon. Single people, right? I have a fiance. I live with her. A lot of people live with their significant other. A lot of people are quarantined at home, like Jimmy Fallon. Please follow David. I'll reciprocate. Follow the guy, David. Jimmy Fallon, by far my favorite late night talk show host. And I love late night shows. Only the monologues. But he is at home with his wife and his 2 kids. And like a lot of people are quarantined at home. with their families, and that's one situation. But for people who are single, right? You're quarantined at home by yourself. And I've always said that, like, I'm my own best friend. I love being at home. I love being with myself and with my own thoughts. But if you're somebody who's single and you go out every weekend and drink, and you go to work with people, and then you go out and you drink on Thursday night, Friday night, and like you never spend time with yourself and your own thoughts. Spending time with yourself and your own thoughts is a very healthy activity. You get to know yourself. You spend time with yourself. And a lot of people are scared to get deep with themselves. They're scared to get deep with themselves because maybe they don't like what they see inside, so they just go to the bar, talk to other people, drink. They don't reflect inward. And reflecting inward is one of the greatest strengths any person can have. And that's why I've done podcasts and talks before about making fun of yourself and criticizing yourself and having an inner dialogue, Langdon, having an inner dialogue with yourself. It's just so important to be able to know who you are. And how do you know someone if you don't talk to them? If you don't talk to yourself, you don't know yourself. And if you're lying to yourself and you don't know yourself, and you just have this little wall or the spider webs between yourself and you don't know yourself, that's dangerous, man, because then you're lying to yourself and then you don't know who you are, and then all your opinions are messed up. So in that way, I hope that these people are sitting home and getting to know themselves. And in that way, I think the self-quarantine is positive. It's positive. And also, dude, I'm talking to a bunch of people. You can FaceTime. You could be dating. Like, for some reason, I don't know the exact answer. I would honestly have to sit and think about that. But my immediate answer is yes. This is actually healthy for people who have to be home for a period of time. Yeah, Chef Langdon. Yeah, Chef Langdon, how are you affected? Because you're a chef, right? Hannah, Hannah, you're still in the lead, by the way. That was a good question by Chef Langdon, but you're still in the lead. Hannah said, 100% correct. It's been rough. Use this time, man, to get to know yourself. After people have to experience going inward and being comfortable with yourself, do you think when people go back to the world, they have a new perspective on humanity? Yeah. I mean, they might just quickly forget. Like, some people might not have any inner dialogue, and they might quickly forget, and they might just have this pass. Depends how long it is. Go back to the world and not learn any lessons. That's what a lot of people would do. Meditation and mindfulness is useful. How do you think people should approach the self-quarantine when single? That's what I was just talking about. For people who aren't used to those self-skills. Dude, all right, so let's go a little deeper, because I already expressed how important I think it is. And I meditate. Actually, I've probably only been doing it like 1 or 2 days a week. For 9 months, I was doing it 7 days a week. Like 2 years ago, like, I meditate. Like, I understand the importance of that, and it's hard. It's hard. It's just like exercising, and the fact that it's like, oh, I gotta put my shorts on. I gotta go to the gym. I gotta sweat. Then I gotta change my clothes. It's gonna be uncomfortable while I'm sweating and while I'm elevating my heart rate. Exercising is uncomfortable and annoying, but it's necessary, and I do it every morning. Meditating is the exact same way. It's annoying because you got to take 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I do yoga and meditate. That's good. I was actually on the podcast. I asked your brother about meditating, because that has a lot to do with inner dialogue. And he said that he didn't. He never really did it because it was like hard and stuff like that. It's very hard. It's very hard to do. But take 10 minutes and let's do 3 breaths. Let's do 3 breaths right now. Everyone on here, 3 breaths. It's like this. I swear on my life, like I feel different than I did 40 seconds ago. It's called practice for a reason. I feel different. Like, right, it's a practice. You have to practice it. Like it's in like you get better at working out the more you do it. I'm more prone to being chill right now. So, Langdon, maybe I don't need to smoke a fat blunt before. Maybe I just need to, and I do that, and that's one of the reasons why I'm a stress-free kind of guy, because I'm high energy and I'm wired. I never relax. I'm go 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 kind of guy, and like I'm positive. I'm naturally positive, but like when shit is like in the morning on the way to work in the car, like when I'm thinking like when I have only minutes to decide something, just feels fucking good, man. It feels fucking good. Meditating is it's the same thing as if like, okay, you don't want to get a gym membership but just do 10 push-ups. That's like taking a few breaths, man. It feels good. It feels so good to take deep breaths. It really does. And yeah, people at home do that shit. I'm so much more chill now. The other thing I always think about is like the people in ancient Rome. How many people do we know from ancient Rome? We know Julius Caesar, we know Alexander the Great, we know Cleopatra, Marcus Aurelius. Like, there's like 10 people that are still known. And so many of those people you forget about. So basically, in 2,000 years from now, 1,000 years from now, no matter how famous you are, no one's going to remember who you are. So there's no reason to stress about life. There's no reason to stress. I am calmer now. Restaurant employees in Charleston are all being laid off and being forced to claim unemployment. What is your opinion on government bailouts for struggling small businesses? Dude, we talked about this earlier in this, and it's tough, man. It's tough. Like, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. Mark Cuban has been, for me, a great spiritual and informational leader on the subject. I have not had to lay off my employees. I am so fortunate at this moment. Anything could happen in the future. We have to breathe before we film everything, yeah. But I mean, honestly, your employers don't know your shit. That's the truth. That's like the legal truth. Your employers don't owe you shit. What's the moral truth? Well, it depends if they can afford it, honestly. That's why I'm saying that this battle versus the coronavirus is a war. And what do you do in war? In war, all the young, healthy bodies, in World War II, I'm an expert on World War II. In World War II, all the young, healthy bodies went over to Europe or they went to Asia and they fought. They went to Japan and fought. And all the manufacturers, Hershey milk chocolate, reproduced their factory into making bars to send to the troops. GM and Ford Motors changed their factory from making cars into making tanks. And tin for bullets. You need tin for bullets and bombs. Every family in America would make soup and make canned food, and they would take those tins and they would put them outside and they would collect them. So every single person had a part in how to fight World War II. This is a war just like that, but it's different. Every person has a job. So if you're a small company and you have 10 employees and you cannot afford to pay them, then you need to fire them and they need to deal with the government. But if you can afford to pay them, and afford is a weird word. Like, Mark Cuban can afford it. Like, if you can figure out a way to get a loan and make your payroll and be a great soldier in this war and keep your employees on the payroll and keep them staffed up, maybe if you have restaurant employees, transfer them from behind the bar to deliveries. I don't know. It's easier said than done, but they should fire you if it's a really small business and they have no options because they need to survive. It's just a very tough situation. And everyone shouldn't depend on the government. People shouldn't be selfish. People should not be selfish and hoarding. And yes, I invested money in the stock market. I invested $4,000 in the stock market today because it's a great time to invest. But it's not the time to profit on, hand sanitizer or something if you can. J Buck, I might have been missing some comments here, but you'll follow suit. I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but yeah. Have I seen 1917? For some reason, I hate war movies. I love wars, and I love war documentaries. If someone wants to quiz me on World War II, I know an embarrassing amount of information about World War II. I know every single thing about World War II, down to a fucking T, down to a battle. So I'm embarrassed how much I know about World War II. But I love wars and I love war documentaries. But for some reason, I hate the movies. It's kind of like watching a sports game where I already know the outcome to. Meditation before recording. It depends on your motive, man. Sometimes I purposely like to be crazy and scatterbrained, depending on what I'm doing. Sometimes being chill is an advantage, most of the time. Sometimes it's not. But I have a crazy brain, and my breathing techniques, I use them when I need them. Dude, I love Drink and Grow Rich, man. This is fun. Hannah Thomas is still in the lead for best question.
Move, bitch, you got coronavirus. Ooh, shit, you got coronavirus. We ain't finna do shit with this coronavirus.
Filmed by Brandon Cooley, Randolph. I missed you, bro. I wish you were here recording. But my camera guy, Brandon, is self-quarantining. And yeah, man, being a soldier in this war, everyone's got to be a soldier. And I think we're going to win, man. I think we're going to win, but it's very interesting. And we're lucky to live in this time where entertainment and communication is better than it's ever been. And dude, I feel like the government is doing a pretty good job, man. I feel like the government is doing a good job. They're giving loans and money, and they're letting people defer on taxes. And everyone is being cool, man. Everyone's being cool. And that's beautiful. There's been less political fighting. There's been less race. For people who talk about racism, right? Which I think is ridiculous. No one's thinking about race right now, And that's beautiful. And that's so beautiful because why the fuck would you care about that, And borders kind of matter because they are controlled by people and stuff, but it's kind of a beautiful time in some ways. The whole world is united on one problem, and that's cool and that's exciting. And if you're at home, you have Netflix and you have connection to all your friends and family through the phone, you have food. Yes, it sucks if you don't have money and stuff like that. Do I agree or disagree with Trump calling it the Chinese virus? I mean, I'm kind of fine with it. He's keeping a little bit of Trump has fun with it, and he's like a dick. He's an absolute asshole. He's an absolute dick, but he's funny, and truthfully, it did start there. So it's kind of a way of him to be himself in this time. I'm fine with it. The funny thing about that is it's not racism, it's nationalism. There's a huge difference. I'm fine with it. It did start there, so I'm fine with it. Rick and Morty with loved ones. Dude, Rick and Morty, I heard amazing things about that show. And I haven't fell in love with it. Do you think the stimulus check will actually help the economy in the long run or just temporarily? I mean, the whole point of it is just to help it temporarily. And I think it will just help it temporarily. We don't want to just be giving out government money just for no reason. But I hate how reporters are calling it racist. Yeah, like, dude, racist? Like what? Like, oh well, what about Asian Americans? What about them? They're a fucking American. They've never been to China. They're American. They're red, white, and blue Americans. That's it. That's it. They're just Americans. So just the fact that one of their ancestors from a previous time was Chinese is irrelevant. It matters where you live. It matters where you pay your taxes. It matters what your citizenship is. Asian Americans are American. They're just American. So like they're not Chinese. So why would someone get mad at them? Do you feel the Chinese government should be held accountable to pay American wages? If we can get them to give us money, sure. But like we can't hold them accountable for shit. They're a different country than us. We're already in a trade war with them, so yeah, what are we gonna do? Send them an invoice and hope they pay it? You know, like they don't have to do it. Yeah. Like
Move, bitch, you got coronavirus. Ooh, shit, you got
so alright man.
coronavirus.
I love you
We
guys. I
ain't
think I'm
finna
gonna
do
check
shit
out.
with this coronavirus.
But
I ain't finna take
Drink and Grow Rich, great time. Chef Langan, you're the man, dude. Maybe we can catch up sometime. You're in Charleston. Appreciate all you guys asking questions. Yo, this coronavirus is a crazy moment in time. We'll always tell people about it. And I think there definitely are some advantages of it. People being stuck at home alone, people learning how strong their businesses actually are, people learning how supply chains work, and just like in the next crisis, being more prepared for it. We're going to be good, guys. We're all going to be good. Humans never lose. We're handling this thing amazingly. And let's all fight this war together. We're going to win. And peace out. Peace and love across the world. Bye-bye.
Move, bitch, you got coronavirus. Ooh, shit, you got coronavirus. We ain't finna